Hey everyone, a lot of you beginners who are new to GoPro cameras have been asking me, should I just start with easy controls on the GoPro Hero 11 Black? Many of the great settings and most of the cool features on the GoPro Hero 11 Black are only available when using the Pro controls. Even though Pro sounds complicated and you may think, hey, I'm a beginner, I shouldn't be using Pro controls, I'm gonna show you why, even as a complete beginner, you should use these Pro controls even when you're just starting out. If you swipe down from the top of the screen on your GoPro, and then you swipe over one screen here, in the bottom left corner, you'll see an option for controls. And you can select Easy, which is a limited set of options, or you can select Pro. So in this video, I just want to show you the differences between the Easy and the Pro controls and show you where the best GoPro Hero 11 Black settings are. I'll also give you one of the best GoPro video settings to start with so you can get out there and improve your footage right away and start filming with the full potential of this camera. If you haven't watched my videos before, my name is Jordan Hetrick, and I've been writing books on how to use GoPro cameras since the Hero came out many years ago. So I've taught a lot of beginners how to go from beginner to pro with their GoPro cameras. And I want to help you guys too get the best footage out of this camera. So let's check it out. The GoPro Hero 11 Black is separated into three main modes. So you've got video in the middle. If you swipe the other way, you've got time-lapse modes. And if you swipe all the way over to the other side, you've got the photo modes. I'm going to go through each of these different modes and show you the main differences between those easy and pro controls within them. When you see the video camera icon in the middle of the screen, that means you're in the video mode on the GoPro Hero 11 Black. And this is where you record your videos. When you look at the screen here on the easy controls, you can see there's just a few different icons on the screen. And you can change the video resolution, which is the size of the video, and the frame rate, which affects your slow motion, just with one simple icon. So you just tap on this and you've got 4 different options. So all you have in the easy settings is these 4 video resolution, frame rate combination options. So you also have the lens option here. You can scroll through the different lenses that are available. You could get away with those and you get fine video, but you're definitely not getting the best video settings available on the GoPro Hero 11 Black. Now let's take a look at the Pro controls when you're in video mode. So if you look at the Pro controls on the screen here, you've got more icons. That's because you have more of these little circles here that you can use to change different key settings. And those are customizable when you're in the Pro controls. The main thing though is you can tap on this preset here in the middle of the screen. That gives you different video frame rate, resolution, and setting options. And you don't need to understand all those right now, because I can just tell you one that you can use to get started with, and you're instantly gonna see an improvement in your video. But at least you're opening up the option for all of those other settings that are available on this camera. So if you tap on that, you can just tap on the activity one that comes with the camera, and that's 4K at 60 frames per second. So you've got nice resolution, you've got the options for slow motion. So if you tap on the little pencil icon next to it, you can change some of the settings. So I would recommend just changing that lens over to linear to get started with. And also, you go down to the Pro Tune settings and just change this one setting to make sure that you're getting the highest quality video possible. Tap on bitrate and just make sure that's set to high. Now obviously there's other settings in here that you're gonna wanna change that you can manually affect the video quality, but we're just gonna keep it simple for right now because obviously you're just getting started. Next, if you swipe over on your screen from video mode, swipe this way, you'll get into the time-lapse modes. And this is a powerful group of settings for creating amazing content with your GoPro Hero 11 Black. However, in the easy settings, you just have time warp video. Now, time warp video is a great setting. You can use it to film stabilized hyperlapses. And a hyperlapse is where you're moving around with your camera and the video is played back in a speedier fashion to create a sped up video. And it's a really cool effect. And time warp video is one of the best modes in the time-lapse modes here. However, when you use time warp video in the easy controls, there are no other settings to change. It's just all automatic. So you really can't optimize the settings to get the best footage possible. The other thing you miss out on is a lot of other presets that are available in the time-lapse modes. Once you switch over to the Pro controls though, it's gonna open up a lot more options. Now when you tap on that preset, you'll see there's a lot of different options in the presets here. And those are just really powerful time-lapse modes that you can use to create different content. So I feel like you should really at least open up the possibility of using those. And I have all of these in my book. If you need help and you need a reference at your fingertips, obviously they're in my book. And it's okay to not understand these now, but at least you have them available and you can start playing with them and experimenting with them. So you've got the star trail time-lapse settings, so you can record a night lapse and it'll actually compile those star trails within the camera and output a nice video time-lapse for you, which is really cool because that's hard to do if you're trying to edit that yourself. You've also got light painting, which is cool if you want to use a light source to write with light using those long exposure photos. You've got vehicle lights, which can be great for travel shots where you want those vehicle lights blurred. and really creates a cool effect. And then you've also got regular time-lapse mode for scenic time lapses and night lapse mode, where you can create an extended time lapse of those long exposure night shots. So it's just really a lot of potential in the time lapse modes when you use those pro controls, which is why even as a beginner, I think you should tap into the best Hero 11 video settings and photo settings that are possible on this camera. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like. It really helps other people find this video. And also subscribe and turn on notifications for my channel so you can find out about latest videos when they come out. The third of the main options is the photo settings. So if you swipe over on the screen to the photo settings, you can see the differences here between Easy and Pro. So in the Easy photo controls, you just have a few different options. You basically have the option to take a photo using Super Photo mode. And Super Photo is GoPro's basically automated photo mode. So it's gonna do its best to create the best looking photo possible. And it works pretty well most of the time. But in photo modes, you can really have a lot of control over your image quality, and using the Easy controls doesn't give you any of these control options. You also have a couple of digital lenses, self-timer, and if you tap on this icon here, you can switch over to night photo mode. But as you can see, everything's automated. You can't change any of those night photo settings. And to get really good night shots, you really need to test out those settings and really dial it in depending on the scene that you're shooting. And that's how you can get those really cool, like blurred waterfall shots or ocean scenes. There's a lot of different options and a lot of different creative things you can do with night photo. As you experiment and you become more experienced with night photo mode, you're definitely gonna wanna be able to adjust those settings so you can get great shots just like the ones you've seen, I'm sure. When you switch over to the pro settings, you've got a few different options here. You can tap on that. It also opens up the option for burst photo mode, where you can take a bunch of photos in a split second. And that's great for certain scenes, such as some action shots, where you just want that key moment. Within each of those presets, you can go in and there's a lot of different settings you can change. There's a lot of ways you can manually adjust the photo quality because you're not having to deal with stabilization like you are when you're recording videos. One of the main benefits of switching over to the pro controls and the photo modes is that you'll have more outputs available. So you can actually start out with Super Photo, you'll probably get some great photos, but as you gain more experience, you're probably gonna wanna use RAW photos, which give you more editing flexibility. So your goal is to get towards those RAW photos eventually in the future, especially if you're editing on a computer. I really want all of you to get the most out of this camera. If you're still wondering whether you should go Easy or Pro on the controls of the GoPro Hero 11 Black, just go for it. I know you can do it. Even if you're a total beginner, I know you'll get the hang of it. If you are just getting started and need help with your GoPro, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. You can check out my GoPro Hero 11 Black Beginner's Guide. I'll put a link for that video here, and that'll give you a good start with the GoPro Hero 11 Black. And in that video, I do show you how to use the pro controls because I think that's how every beginner should get started. Thanks so much for watching and have fun GoProing.